Nubian queen. I will be serious one day. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. New subscribers, we say hey. New viewers, we say hey, but you know, we want you to join the family. So if you could just subscribe, that will be A1. So as you can tell by today's video, we're going to be talking about some insecurities and stuff, and well, more specifically my insecurities. And I thought, what better way to do it than, you know, I've just come from church, hence why my face is a bit oily and stuff. And yeah, so basically one of my insecurities used to be makeup. So I thought, let me just come and unmask myself in front of the camera and talk a little bit more. So the wipes I'm going to be using today is, what is it? Sensitive Cleansing Wipe by NIVEA. It's practically finished. But yeah, so basically I used to really hate my skin. Obviously when I was growing up, it wasn't cool to be, it wasn't cool to be dark skinned, innit? Like, it was just blacky, blickting, your butters, like your mum put you in the oven, all them sort of banterous joke, you know. That's what we dark skinned guys and girls were called, innit? So our skin wasn't really accepted when we were growing up. Like, everybody that I was moved to was pretty much light skinned and brownies and mixed race kind of girls and boys. Oh sugar, I didn't even take off my eyelash. Awkward. Oh yes. You put that aside. Yeah, like those, it was the brown things, the mixed race things, them lots were the ones getting moved to. And we dark skinned people then, we just were getting banter daily. So obviously me growing up, I didn't really appreciate my skin, and I just thought, you know, being dark wasn't the ish, innit? So I didn't like how I looked. But then again, at the same time, I was quite manly built. Like, I wasn't fat as I am now, sigh. I was more muscular and tall. Like, I was proper tall, man, taller than all the guys and the girls. Like, I was one tall girl. It didn't even make sense. And yeah, so I just felt like most guys treated me like guys, girls treated me like guys. So it was just a mess, to be honest. And thank God I wasn't, you know, transgender and all of that wasn't revealed too much when I was growing up, because could have been a different story today. And yeah, so I was looking like mandem, I proper looked like mandem, to be honest, when I was growing up. And it just didn't, obviously I didn't care. I cared obviously that my skin wasn't the fly one, but I didn't care in the sense that it didn't really bother me until I got to secondary school, when I started seeing other schools and other girls wearing makeup and looking cute, and they were getting moved to. And I thought, listen, the time has come, Lizzie, because I think by this point I had breasts. I had developed breasts now. So I thought, nah, what's the meaning? Why am I not getting moved to? And obviously I'm there thinking it's my skin, it's the way I look and whatever. So I'm now trying to wear makeup that didn't make any sense. Guys, I was wearing purple eyebrows. Yeah, I was wearing purple eyebrows. I was wearing purple eyebrows to school. Until now, none of my friends, obviously one of my sisters have, you know, she still banters me about it, but back then nobody was atting me, nobody was telling me jack, you know, were letting me come into school with purple eyebrows. And yeah, I thought, you know, this gave me confidence, and it clearly didn't, because I definitely was not getting moved to in purple eyebrows. Then I got to college now. The game have changed. I'm using 3 because I can, but yeah. So by college now, the games had turned. Every girl was now wearing makeup, every girl was doing cake. And I thought, yeah, Lizzie, you have to do this to fit in, you have to do this to be the cool girl, you have to do this to now make sense. And so I started wearing makeup every single day. Even though the concealer was not my shade, the foundation wasn't my shade, I think I had upgraded to black eyebrow pencil by now. And yeah, so I started wearing makeup thinking that was where I was gonna get my validation from. I was gonna get, boys were gonna validate me, girls were gonna be yeah, you're cool, you're beautiful and stuff like that. And I realized that, you know, young girls, if you know you just have friends that, you know, they're only there to gash you, like then even when you look, let's say, bummy, which you don't, but you know, if you want to say that, like when you're not wearing makeup or when you're not looking your best, if your friends can't still tell you you're beautiful, or you know, boys are still not appreciating who you are outside of how you look, then you haven't met the right boys, and you definitely haven't met the right friends. Because I think a lot of the times, you know, some of our insecurities come from people and what they have to say. Do you know what I mean? And especially when it's close people. So imagine your close friends, it's your close friends that are telling you you're not even, like, you look dead, sis, like you need to fix up. It's like, no bro, I don't look dead. I just may look a little bit tired, but I'm not dead. I don't look dead, innit? And so yeah, like I started, you know, seeing beauty and everything that makes me a woman as, you know, my makeup, my weave, my body. Like, so you know, I started being self-conscious about the way I looked and stuff, and if it wasn't appealing to the males, I thought I wasn't good enough. And it was a lie from the pits of hell. Like, I knew I had to understand that my beauty doesn't come from the exterior, like from outside. It had to come from within. And the way I had to first understand that is that I had to see myself as beautiful. I had to look in the mirror and say, do you know what, Lizzie, you are beautiful, like you actually are. And until I really like understood, and it's like I'm still on that journey. I'm still on that journey of, you know, self-love and, you know, loving how God made me and loving everything about me, all the flaws, all the good, all the bad about me, and just loving it for, you know, who I am. And it's a journey, it's a process. Like, I'm not, you know, expecting anyone here to just be like, yeah, but you know, I've been trying. It's a process, love. It's not gonna happen overnight. Do you know what I mean? And because obviously, you know, people's words are so powerful, especially when you're young as well. What people say go, man. Like, I was out here being called Green Giant. I was definitely being called Green Giant in, you know, secondary school, and obviously, I mean primary school, and obviously because of that, you know, I kind of developed, I developed physically, but then I also sort of grew up to be a bully. I know, I grew up to like not be a bully, like I didn't beat anybody up, in quotes, and I didn't, do you know what I mean, I wasn't a bully like I made everybody feel like egg. No, I didn't do that, but I, in the sense that I asserted myself, I made sure that I sort of, like, if you try to be rude to me, I was ruder to you 10 times harder. Or, you know, before you could hurt me, I'll quickly banter you, I'll quickly insult you and stuff like that. And I kept doing that, you know. And then my secondary school teacher, imagine, she defo, I'm gonna go wash my face in a minute. She defo accused me of setting a gang. She accused me of starting a gang in year 7. I was definitely 12 years old. 12 years old, please deep it. And she accused me of like starting a gang, and she called me boisterous and all these things that made me deep like, Lizzie, I'm moving very mad. Like, I was clearly moving very mad for somebody who's in year 7, which is 12 years of age. Like, I was moving very, very mad. Like, I sort of, you know, what's the word, I believed into what people said about me. So, you know, if you said I'm this, I became, if you said I was rude, I became rude, if you said I was thingy. And that's something we as humans need to stop doing. Like, stop letting people tell you who you are. It doesn't even make sense. Imagine somebody that doesn't know you, doesn't know where you come from, is now dictating and saying what is truth about you and what is not. And that's another thing, you know, you can't hold people's opinions as truth, because at the end of the day, they're just that, opinions. They're not real truths. Because it's crazy how when I was, like I said, when I was growing up, being dark skinned was a problem. Now, melanin, Nubian, queen, all the glow, your skin, do you know what I mean? It just shows you that man's opinion will change regardless. Now people are out here telling us dark skins are ruling. Yes, we are, baby. Stand up strong if you dark and you proud. So that's what I started to, well, that's not what I started to believe, but, you know, thankfully it sort of changed, and, you know, our dark skin became on that note, I'm coming back. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying, I forgot. But one thing, I don't know if I mentioned it, but when I said, like, English, when I was talking about the bullying phase that I had, well, looking back, I was just projecting my insecurities onto other people. So because I felt small inside and because I didn't feel good enough, I felt like my justification was to make other people feel rubbish as well, or to be loved by making other people mocking other people so that other people would find me funny, and that's what I was doing. So I just really want to encourage anybody that's, you know, being bullied, or if you know somebody that's being bullied, is that please, it's not about you. Honestly, you're so beautiful, you're amazing. Like, the person that's bullying you, or that's, you know, being the bully, they are just so insecure that they have to do something in order for them to feel better. And you know, their insecurity may be deep rooted from home, may be deep rooted from something that's happened to them. So allow it to become your truth, because it isn't your truth. Your truth is found in the word of God. And sorry, I'm holding, this is what I'm going to use to tone my face. It's called SERONZINC by ROUCHE-POSAY. I'm French, but don't at me in it. But yeah, it's a lovely toner. So yeah, so then yeah, exactly, you're beautiful. That person who was saying whatever, it's not your truth. So like I said, on my journey, I had to find Christ. I had to, honestly, because to be fair, I was so insecure because I didn't know the Lord. I didn't know, you know, my identity. I didn't know what made me Lizzie, what made me beautiful, what made me who I am. I didn't know any of that. So, you know, I looked for all these other things in all these wrong places, and it just, you know, I became a bitter person, a horrible person because of it. And so it's not only until I found Christ and I had to now, you know, research what does God say about beauty? What does God say about being a woman? What does God say about being a young teenager, a black teenager? What does God say about all these things? And until I, you know, started to understand, started to study more about God and study more about myself in Him, bruv, my price, it went up, my confidence went up, because I realized the world can't tell me anything. The world can't tell me who I am, because at the end of the day, the world is changing and it's fading and it's gonna end. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, not to do no scary rapture around it, but you know what I mean? It's gonna end. It's not long lasting. Who's calling my phone? Oh, gonna have to wait. Yeah, do you know what I mean? The world is gonna, do you know what I mean? It can't tell you. It's like I said, the opinions are constantly changing. Everyone's constantly changing their mind. So you now have to find truth that is standing firm and strong. And beauty is fading anyway, exteriorly anyway. Your boobs is gonna sag, your bum is gonna drop, your face is not gonna look the same, your hair is gonna change. Do you know what I mean? Everything that you think exteriorly, if that's even a word, that makes you beautiful isn't what it is, because all of that will fade. If your character, if your heart, if your mind is not beautiful, then, you know, I don't really know what beauty you're seeing. And ladies, if you think that your justification of who you are or how beautiful you are, how amazing you are is found in the men, take a seat. Take a seat, because it isn't. At the end of the day, these boys are even going through their own insecurity as well. These boys are trying to get, they're trying to, you know what I mean, get better with themselves. So you can't wait for them to now tell you who you are when they're still trying to figure out who they are. Likewise, boy, you can't wait for no girl to be like, hey, yo, what are you saying, babes? You know what I mean? You can't wait for that, because at the end of the day, we're all silly. Do you know what I mean? We're all growing, should I say? We're not silly. We're great people. We're all growing, do you know what I mean? So for us to now just wait for somebody to now validate who we are is a rubbish. Is a stupid. Your validation, your beauty has to come from God. It has to. No, it actually has to, because everybody else will fail you. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, you know, that's why I say friendship is also important. Fair enough, there'll be times where you're down and you want people that are around you that will obviously gas you. Like me, I'm a hype man. My job, one of my jobs, not paid, volunteering jobs, is being a hype man. I let all my friends know they're beautiful, even when they're looking the days they don't feel the best. I let them know that they're beautiful, only because it's truth. Like, obviously it's cringe, but it's truth. Do you know what I mean? It's truth. And if you don't have friends that can mirror, you know, your beauty as well, chuck them in the bin, because you don't want friends that you know, that they project their insecurities onto you. Because you have some friends that even when you look good, they'll tell you, ah, sis, it's not the one, or bro, like, you're looking mad dead, you know, like your trim ain't even all that, you get me? Bro, you're just insecure because your trim never bangs. Sorry. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, you've got to be really wary as well. Who are the people around you? Who are the people pouring into your life? Who are the people that you're allowing to say positive things and not negative things? Obviously, negative vibe, is it NVO? Negative. God forbid. PVO, positive vibes only. Do you get what I mean? You want people that will encourage you in the faith. You want people that encourage you with the word. You want people that encourage you when you can't encourage yourself, because obviously, yeah, every day we don't wake up and feel amazing, but we are amazing. That's the bottom line. I think that's what you have to remember, that you are beautiful even when you don't feel like it. And it's like I said, it's an interior, inside thing first that radiates outside. The beauty that is within is what will come out, and then you will find your beautiful babes, you will find your beautiful girl. Don't worry about that, ladies. If your problem is man them, don't worry about that. When the time is right, they will come. If you're not getting moved to, it's fine. If you're getting moved to all the time, it don't mean nothing either. I know a lot of boys who girls move to them all the time, and they're still like, yeah, what, do you know what I mean? Girls as well, I know girls who get moved to daily and they're still like, I'm butters, I'm ugly, I'm not the one. So it just shows you that you can't allow these things to now dictate what's going for you. Do you know what I mean? That's not it, that's not right. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Share with me some of your insecurities, how you overcame them, how you're overcoming them, or if you want advice on them, please don't fail to comment below. But if you want to talk personally, email me, snap me, all of that good stuff, because I feel like we don't like to share the things that we go through. We don't like to share the problems and issues that we go through, especially as black teens and young, not teens, black young people, black people in general don't like to share their problems. But we out here, we changing the story. Let's change the game. Let's bring in rules and change the game and talk about our struggles. Let's get help. Let's get help. Let's get encouragement. Let's get motivation. Let's get better, man. Let's be better people. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, all of that good stuff, and fall in love with yourself, man. Fall in love with yourself daily. It's a daily thing. Tell yourself you love yourself every single day. Tell yourself you're beautiful. Write encouraging. I did it, to be honest, but what I know some of my friends have done, you know, they stick post-it notes on their wall and they read it. They stick things on their mirror. Read it. Reaffirm yourself. Affirm yourself daily. Affirm yourself in the word. Affirm in the word. Affirm yourself in good, you know what I mean, encouraging words. You know what I mean? That's how it gets better. You don't just feel amazing overnight. Obviously, if you do, shout out to you. But yeah, I'm talking a bit too much, but I hope you enjoyed that little snippet, not everyday snippet. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. I'm going to try and incorporate it. Sorry, my hair is looking all, anyway, God is good and that's all that matters. Peace.